Good morning and welcome to Monday Matins for February 8th. As I record this, my spouse and many of you are watching the Super Bowl. Your favorite team may be playing, or you may have chosen a different team to root for. And as you watch, your heart will pound, you may yell at the TV a little, and you'll find yourself all caught up in the excitement of it all. Or if you're like me, you're in the other room doing other things. I'm watching a show about aliens personally. You may not like sports. You may prefer tennis or golf. Maybe you just don't want to dedicate that much time on a Sunday afternoon to the television, or maybe you're uncomfortable with the whole idea of competition. Some people may quote Paul from the book of Philippians, don't do anything for selfish purposes, but with humility think of others as better than yourselves, citing this and other verses as good reason for avoiding competition. But it's probably good for us to remember that Jesus most likely played games with his friends. Can't you just see him kicking a ball down a little dirt road in Nazareth somewhere? And Paul isn't necessarily telling his readers to avoid competition as a whole, but is reminding them that we're supposed to be like Jesus, with an attitude of servanthood and compassion. Thich Nhat Hanh writes in his book, Peace is Every Step, about competition. And this is what he says. Millions of people follow sports. If you love to watch soccer or baseball, you probably root for one team and identify with them. You may watch the games with despair and elation. Perhaps you give a little kick or swing to help the ball along. If you do not take sides, the fun is missing. In wars, we also pick sides, usually the side that is being threatened. Peace movements are born of this feeling. We get angry, we shout, but rarely do we rise above all this to look at a conflict the way a mother would who is watching her two children fighting. She seeks only their reconciliation. In order to fight each other, the chicks born from the same mother hen put colors on their faces. This is a well-known Vietnamese saying. Putting colors on our own face is to make ourselves a stranger to our own brothers and sisters. We can only shoot others when they are strangers. Real efforts for reconciliation arise when we see the eyes of compassion, and that ability comes when we see clearly the nature of interbeing and interpenetration of all beings. In our lives, we may be lucky enough to know someone whose love extends to animals and plants. We may also know people who, although they themselves live in a safe situation, realize that famine, disease, and oppression are destroying millions of people on earth and look for ways to help those who suffer. They cannot forget the downtrodden, even amidst the pressures of their own lives. At least to some extent, these people have realized the interdependent nature of life. They know that survival of the underdeveloped countries cannot be separated from the survival of the materially wealthy, technically advanced countries. Poverty and oppression bring war. In our times, every war involves all countries. The fate of each country is linked to the fate of all the others. When will the chicks of the same mother hen remove the colors from their faces and recognize each other as brothers and sisters? The only way to end the danger is for each of us to do so and to say to others, I am your brother, I am your sister. We are all humankind, and our life is one. I don't know who's going to win this Super Bowl. As they say, I have no dogs in this fight, which is really a terrible expression, and I should stop using it. But I do know that it takes teamwork to win. It takes cooperation. Yeah, the players are thinking about trophies and rings and how this will help their wallets and their careers. But at the end of the game, all that really matters is that everyone is safe and healthy, and probably that they feel good about their own efforts. As for the rest of us, whether we're armchair quarterbacks or don't even know what a quarterback is, we might keep in mind that life is often very competitive, and competition can help us strive to be better, to work to accomplish more. It certainly provides a lot of entertainment. But at the end of it all that really matters is that we have that attitude of Jesus, embracing all of God's children with love and remembering that the team we're all really playing for is the one that's working for the good of all living beings on this planet. Have a good week, and may baseball season come soon. Bye bye.